Goodness. Oh, yes. Welcome back to hashtag Jason Sayin. Didn't think you were gonna do that. You pulled the rug out from under me.
HJS.
What?
HJS.
Oh. Ooh. Acronyms. Sweet. Okay. I'm gonna get it out of the way.
Horn.
Right? Yeah. Gotta get the horn out of the way right away. So for anybody listening on audio, as I point to the audio, you can watch.
Did you see that?
Did you guys see? You can watch the first 30 or 40 or however long we decide to do it for minutes on YouTube. For the YouTube folks, you can listen to the entire show on Say It With Us Now, iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play,
Right there.
Anchor,
Drop your anchor, listen.
Spotify,
Look for us and spot us.
Audible,
We hear you, baby. You hear us?
and Apple Music.
Yum.
Apple. It is apple picking season almost. That's how you know it's the fall. That and pumpkin shit everywhere.
Pumpkin diarrhea all over the place.
Pumpkin spice.
Not everything's nice.
No, it's not nice with pumpkin spice, is it? It's not a good look. So,
I think they take it too far when they do stuff like Kit Kat, pumpkin, and
ooh,
when they bring it to foods and stuff.
I got a
like odd foods.
Yeah, I got a text. I know, from Kelly, and she was informing me. She had seen a lime, was it key lime Kit Kat? I was completely thrown. I am interested. I haven't really been looking because I haven't really been out to the store. I don't.
Most likely I'll be at Walmart tomorrow, so.
Keep an eye peeled. If you see one, grab me one. Just one, because, you know, it may not be good. I did try the, what was it called? It was like Fruity Kit Kat? The Fruity cereal one? It was only out for a minute. But it really...
Good, huh?
Well, you know what? It tasted like Fruit Loops.
Nice.
No bullshit. I was like, wow, this is kind of... Oh, she got me one. All right. I'll just wait then, shall I?
Thanks. Save me a trip.
And it tasted like Fruit Loops. So I was like, oh, this isn't... It really wasn't bad, if I'm honest. I kind of liked it. And then all of a sudden they were gone. I guess making way for the key lime ones. I sent Jay to the store the other day, right? Because we needed some provisions. And,
Came back with seeds.
No, I know. He came back with magic beans. After I told him 22 times. Don't fall for the beans. So, he said, is there anything... I had a short list, which I texted to him, because I figured he'd forget in a minute. And he does have a habit of coming home with nothing I've asked him to grab. Which I
thought you might like this.
Which I think is a guy thing, because my dad does that too. Like, my mom will send my dad to the store for stuff, and then he'll come back with everything but what she sent him there for. And then he'll just be like, oh.
I'll come back with additions to my list. Still come home with what I originally wanted.
I gotta make a little list on my phone, a little note thing. Otherwise, I will forget most of the things that I need. And then I get to the car, and it's like, oh, shit! I forgot the cinnamon. How could I be so blind? I guess we're without cinnamon. I just wanted to say cinnamon. It's fun. It's fun to say! Cinnamon. Oh, cinnamon. You bitch. So he said, is there anything that you want? And I said, yes, there is. I had a weird craving. You know, sometimes you get like this weird craving. I'm like half. I feel like I'm half in the screen. There we go. You know, sometimes you get like this weird craving out of nowhere. You go, where the hell did that come from? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got a weird craving, and it's odd because like 2 days later, my sister sent me the key lime, the photo of the key lime Kit Kat. But I had this thing for like these key lime cookies, right? And they have a little bit of they're dusted in powdered sugar, so you eat a couple and it looks like you've done cocaine. Yeah, I had a
Scarface.
yeah, him and his comical piles of cocaine. I had a boss who, when I worked at this printing place, and I mean, she either loved powdered donuts or she was crazy in the morning and had bags of cocaine. I always wondered which one it was. They're like, you get all your coke in this morning? Goodness gracious. So I sent him to the store and I was like, I'll see if they have any of those little key lime cookies. Because I can get some online.
Cookie.
Yeah, I feel like you're a little soft. You're a little, there we go. Now you're getting a little bit louder.
Now crunchy.
Yeah. Well, no, maybe not. Maybe I broke it.
Oh.
Well, maybe I
There
tried. There we go. Well,
There
now
you go.
that's too loud now.
Cut him back.
All right. Well, I'll just turn you down there then. Anyway, so I said, ooh, geez. So I said I can get it online. I just, would like to get it like from a store. That way I can have it now. Because I really wanted it now. So he came back and he was like, they didn't have those. I was like, shit. He said, but their stock is very limited.
Did you do the woman thing or the wife thing?
What?
Did you really look?
I thought I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. But the thing is that that was the thing that I wanted. So he pulls out from behind his back this different kind of cookie and he goes, but look what I got. I got this instead. And I'm like, not the thing I wanted. But I'm happy for you, I guess. I've seen, and I've not seen them in person. I've only seen them in photographs. That the Monster cereals are going to be in the old school boxes.
Ooh, how old?
Yeah, the retro backs,
70s
packaging.
or 80s?
It looks like 80s, maybe.
Nice.
I'm very excited about that. I think if I manage to find any, I might buy just one of each, and just I don't know. I would say eat the cereal, but I can only handle. I mean, Count Chocula is the best one.
I tried Blueberry once when I was little.
Blueberry.
When I was little, I didn't even get like a third into the bowl. I didn't like it.
Oh, you.
I never tried Frankenberry.
What's this now?
I don't know. We need a bigger screen.
I sent you a pic of those. Yes, I'm aware that you did. That's how. Well, I knew about it from that, but I also knew about it from an '80s account that I follow. They were like, "Woo, look at the packaging!" So I was like, "Oh shit, this might be a real thing."
I'll keep an eye out for it.
Sean's drinking vodka tonight. He's not.
Little bottles of vodka.
Yeah,
Vodka Sprite.
baby sprites. Baby sprites.
I'm gone again.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Oh well.
There we go. Yep.
Well, stop messing around.
Billy moved.
Well, stop moving. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Button.
Yeah. You didn't think we would make it this far without a bathroom story, did you? I know last week I told one that wasn't mine, which is very, very rare. But I actually have one of my own. And I preface this.
Yeah.
I just drink regular Mountain Dew. Or tea, but usually
Vodka Sprite.
Mountain Dew today. So, I preface this by saying that men,
Alright.
y'all, I mean, you guys,
Y'all.
I feel like guys just, like, you don't care, right? You just go, I mean, right? I mean, I've done some research on this.
I stood there and watched.
No. Although I had to, never mind. I was at a concert once and I feared for a friend's life. He went to the bathroom and then, like, hardly came back. And I was like, shit, where the hell is he? So I thought he passed out because he had quite a bit to drink. So I had to walk through the men's room looking for him. I'm like, you seen my friend? What's he look like? Sorry, sir. You look like you have your hands full. I'll come back around to you.
No, don't want to shake your hand right now.
Yeah, really.
Maybe later.
And keep your hands. Keep them up. Keep them up.
Keep him in the front.
Then it's like you do the stall thing with it, like.
You're stalling?
No, like I was looking for his shoes under the stall. I'm like, so I look super pervert. I was in super pervert mode because I'm just like, feet. Which is the worst part of the anatomy, and I can't stand feet. And I had to go searching. Then I went back, I was like, fuck it. I can't find him. So I went back to my seat, and there he was.
Oh, of course.
I went, you dick.
Why did you do that?
Yes. I was like, I went walking through the men's room looking for you. Why'd you do that? I thought you passed out.
I would have been like, what'd you find?
He goes, well, somebody would have seen me. Never, ever depend on the kindness of strangers. Never. I was like, they would have robbed you and then done God knows what because you're just laying on the floor of the men's room. But anyway, I feel like guys don't really care. When women go into the bathroom, it's like a lot of times, like no matter what you're doing, you try to just be super, super quiet. Even if you're blowing your nose, you're like, I don't want to be that person. Like, so you're like, you don't want to be like, oh man, that person 2 stalls away was really like, they were full trumpet. Like, you don't want to be that person, like, that makes all the racket in the bathroom, right? So...
It'd be tougher if they were farting in the bowl, because then that's when you start cracking up.
I mean...
That's so funny.
Well, to guys they are, and I don't know why. I have this conversation with Jay all the time. Every time there's some sort of toilet humor, and he's like, chuckle fucking his ass off, I'm like, what is wrong with you? It's funny! No, it's not! And he's, yes it is. Why do you, and I said, why do you find that funny? He said, it's a fun noise. It's a fun noise to him. If you're hearing something, he's listening to something
I was
out
going to
there.
say, I'm hearing voices.
Are they telling you to do things? Because I hear voices too. I would shut the door to get the fan out, but... Oh, and there she goes. The thing with my dog is that she doesn't like shut doors. And she doesn't like to be shut out of anything. So she sees a shut door and she's automatically like, well, it's my business to be in there. And we'll push her way through. But anyway.
I'll take care of that.
Yeah. Let me get, and I had to put the cone back on her because she started like gnawing on her tail now. She has a weird stripe going right down her tail. She's been eating it. I can't stop her. So silence in the bathroom is key. So I had to go to the bathroom. So, I mean, this isn't graphic or anything. So I went into the bathroom and I do the feet check because I want to see if anybody's in there. There was,
Who's gonna hear me?
This was rush hour. Oh my goodness. It was like almost every stall, every stall. I'm like, shit.
That's what they're doing.
That's me, at least four or 5 people in here. So I go into the last one, which, you know, is good for the broad-shouldered people. So I went into the last stall, and I'm like I mean, you can't. But I'm just sitting there thinking, I'd like to pee super, super quietly. Because that's like, I mean...
It's tougher.
Well,
This is fun. It's tougher for you because you gotta sit.
You guys can
You
aim.
gotta go straight into the water.
You guys can aim for the wall and just let it go down. I mean, you guys have all kinds of
We
options.
aim just above the water so it's quiet. In the bowl, but above the water.
Yeah, I mean...
Your mom's gonna love this one.
Oh, I'm gonna get a text from her. Why are you talking toilet trash?
Funny you were.
Yeah, exactly. See, now you're a tad. I feel like I just messed it all up, right?
Probably.
No, you're still good.
Good.
No,
Oh.
maybe not.
Fading out. There we go.
Oh, I'm not going to get it right today. I couldn't get anything right earlier. Might as well not today either. So, I'm trying to be super, super quiet, right? And which is hard to do. It is. You know, we don't have the wherewithal,
I'm surprised Kelly hasn't said anything yet about it.
the technology. Well, she probably, I mean, so, like, because I say that stuff to my mom, and my mom's like, I gotta go to the bathroom, I don't care. Like, my mom doesn't care, because she's reached that age where she doesn't fucking care.
Oh, you said before about it. Your parents up there, like, they don't give a damn about anything.
Oh, yeah. I love that as my dad's gotten older, he just doesn't give a fuck about what he says. He gives less than a shit now. And he'll just say whatever. And I'm like, Dad, that... Like when he saw the baby, and he's like, well, that's an ugly baby. Dad, you can't say that. Well, I didn't mean it that way. How is somebody supposed to say, that's an ugly baby? And how are you supposed to...
Homely.
How are you supposed to take that? You gotta take it the way that it's... Oh, God.
The way it's heard.
Mm-hmm.
Negative.
Absolutely. So he doesn't care, and I can't wait because apple picking season's coming, and they usually put him in charge of the fields. I guarantee I'm gonna have more stories coming.
Good.
Cause gosh darn it, and he doesn't care, so he just says whatever to whoever, and he's like, oh, "What are you doing?
Yep.
Put those apples down. You gotta wash before you eat them." So.
They're not here to be thrown.
No. Oh, he absolutely loves it. The unsupervised children are in the fields. Where's your mother? So, I'm trying to be quiet. I know it's not going to happen, but I'm trying. Just because it's like, no. Now, I was fairly successful. I mean, it wasn't obnoxiously loud, right? But here's where everything went pear-shaped on me, right? I went to get the toilet paper, as you do, right? And I'll be darned if the roll didn't snap off of the holder, go crashing to the floor.
Oh, goody.
How do you pee too loud? That was what she said. I've been told I pee too loud. How do you pee too loud? I don't know.
If you have a lot and it's going straight in there, I guess.
I don't know. So the holder crashes to the floor. The toilet paper bounces.
Oh, it doesn't do the roll thing?
It rolled a little bit. I kicked it back to the wall.
At least it didn't roll underneath the door and out the other way.
Oh, God.
I'd be out of luck.
I'd have been so screwed. I don't know what I would have done, honestly, if that had occurred.
Hey.
I don't know. I know.
Can I borrow some?
Give me.
And hope they don't do that joke where the fake.
I can't spare a square. Then they just kick the roll back to me, right? So I was mortified because all this stuff came crashing to the floor, and I was sitting there and I was like, "What should my react?" And like, my first reaction was to apologize, be like, "I'm sorry."
I'm so sorry.
I didn't break it though, because it's been kind of shaky. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna collect it. I handled what I was doing, took all the pieces, I put it on top of the whole thing. I'm like, I'm not a janitor. I'm not fucking standing here for 20 minutes trying to fix a toilet paper roll. I don't get paid for that. Right to the top.
That's extra.
Look at you. Oh, I charge a lot for janitorial things. Drives me batty. You see people like in an office and they're like, what? There's community.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I guess so. And there's like community mugs, and they just sit there and wash mugs that are in the sink. It's like, you're not at home. People should be adults. Wash your own damn mug.
Yeah, they should be adults, but no one is.
Oh, God, no one is. So, and it was just a funky week because it was like, I didn't ask for this. Definitely didn't ask for toilet paper to go rolling across the floor. How do you hang your toilet paper? Over or under?
Always over.
Over?
Yeah. I can't stand under.
Really?
It drives me nuts because you gotta go up underneath with your fingers and try to find it. It's easier when it's over and it's just hanging over the edge.
You know what? No matter what way it's hanging, I still have to spin it like the Price is Right wheel before I can find the beginning of it. I'm sitting there like, $1.
Like a cat.
I know!
Meow.
Paddling. I don't know what I'm doing.
Meow.
I know. It's ridiculous. You sit there. So, here's a fun tale. Right?
So is this one.
Yeah. So I had ordered, I can say it now. No matter where he is, I can say it now.
That reminds me, I got a package here.
You do? I'm surprised that wasn't the first thing you
I
said.
forgot all about it.
You're like, where's my package?
This is a Blu-ray.
What?
The Blu-ray of Goonies.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't look like a Blu-ray.
I checked the tracking of the...
Okay.
It says it's here.
All right.
Better be.
Fair enough.
So it's a steelbook case.
Okay. Maybe. We'll see. We'll all find out together.
Yay.
So, I had ordered this DVD for Jay. I ordered it at the beginning of July, right? For his birthday. It is, actually, it is right over here. Because he left it here. So, it is, a Halloween special.
Yay.
From a radio thing. A radio station had broadcast this Halloween special. It's like a made-for-TV type movie. And you know what's fun about this? Is it's so hard to find. Check out. I don't know. Look at that shit. Can't read that? You know why? Because it's fucking Swedish. So he opened it and he goes...
People say I can't hit pause right now.
Well, it's fine. He started reading it, and I was like, what are you reading? And he goes, the back, everything's in Swedish. And I was like, oh, like the Swedish Chef? More. So,
Swedish fish is good.
It's extremely difficult to find, right?
Oh, you found it.
I tried to find it last year for him as a gift, and I couldn't find it. It was, it had a limited release. It was a whole big thing, right? So I managed to find this copy. Brand new.
Yay!
From a guy on eBay.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. This gets so bad, right? So I buy it. And a day later it says, shipped. Terrific. Guy got his money. Everybody's happy.
I never believe it right away.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I have a lot of trouble with this dude, right? So, Jay's birthday comes and goes, and I still don't have the gift, right? So, I mean, luckily I'd got him this other thing, and he was happy with that, and I'm like, well, someday there'll be another gift here for you. So, about a month goes by, and it had been a month since I ordered the item, and I'm like, you know what? I've had stuff come from the UK, and like this thing should be here, right?
Yeah, it usually takes like a week.
So there's a thing because I have it on the app on my phone. So there's a thing where it says like contact seller. So I went to contact the seller, and apparently in doing that, it contacted eBay, right? I don't know how, I don't know why.
That was weird.
It was. So I was like, I haven't. Pardon me, I gotta get them all choked up. So I said, I haven't received the item. So eBay wrote me back, and they're like, okay, give it a couple days. If the seller doesn't get back to you, let us know. Blah, blah, blah. So in like 2 days, I heard back from eBay, and they're like, well, wait. So I heard back from the guy first, and he goes, well, you have to be patient. Sorry. Sometimes it takes a long time, right? I'm like, I don't know. I just started to get like a weird vibe off of this dude.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw he was selling like 2 other copies, and I'm like, dude, are you even really selling this thing, or are you just taking money, right? So I thought I was being diddled, right? I don't like that. Nobody likes that feeling. So, but then eBay had contacted me, and they're like, we refunded your money because the seller hasn't provided any tracking info. I'm like, this is so weird, because I don't really know eBay that well. So I'm like, is this a typical thing? I don't even know. So the guy writes me again, and he is bullshit at me. And he goes, I don't know why you contacted eBay. And I'm like,
I don't know either.
I don't know either. I thought I was writing you. Apparently eBay somehow got involved. And now you're yelling at me? I was like, no. So I said, I find it funny. I haven't got my item, but you're still selling the same item like twice over. I said, and eBay seems to think that you didn't provide them with any tracking info. So you ship stuff from overseas without getting a tracking information? That seems stupid.
Some don't do tracking. Even here.
Oh, he writes me back. Right? And he goes, I don't know what you're trying to say. So I'm like, well, then you guess you're a little dense. Right? So I said, I'm trying to say that you took money from me for an item that you're still selling. Do you have like multiple copies of this thing, or did you just take my money? And he said, I have more than one copy. I said, oh, all right. So if this one gets lost, you'll just give me another one. Right? And he goes, well, no. I said, oh, well, I mean, you sent it without tracking. I mean, I have no way of knowing where this item is in the world right now.
Right.
And he goes, well, if I sent it with tracking, it would cost more money. And I said, I would rather pay extra and know where the F the package is.
Exactly.
I don't know why I just censored myself.
Ask you for a few more bucks for
yeah.
tracking. Some do that.
And then he said, yeah, I guess. I'm not. So he goes, it still might show up though. I'm sorry this you didn't get your item, but it still might show up. And I said, okay.
So if I'm waiting a while for something,
yeah,
they'll tell me, give it another few days and see if it shows up. Give it another week, see if it shows up.
Oh man, I gave it more than a month, right? So he writes me back. He's like, it still might show up though, and I said, that's fine. If it shows up, I'll let you know, right? So he goes, I'd appreciate it if you let me know. And then he goes, is there any way, if it shows up, that you could pay me back the money? Because eBay had frozen his account and then took the money, and he had a whole clusterfuck thing. So I said, you know what? What's right is right, and if I get the item, I'll let you know, and we'll work out something. I said, do I have to go through eBay? And he's like, no, don't contact eBay, please. So now I'm like,
eBay could. Let's see. Did eBay? Are they the ones that gave you the money?
Yes.
Then they should be able to reimburse him or something.
That's what I thought. I feel like I should contact them and see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he seemed very adamant about my not contacting them.
Well, you got the item now, so you can do that.
And you know what? I did, because I am...
Plus, he should remember that you gotta leave feedback.
Yeah, I know.
And that could be any way you want.
Because I am an idiot, I did contact him and say, you know what, dude, I did get the item. And he goes, oh, that's great, I'm so happy. And I said, yeah, me too, actually.
Actually?
I'm a little perturbed. Everything's in Swedish. You sent me the DVD, you didn't send me any meatballs?
Or fish.
Or fish. You're famous for your fish. So I was like, all right, man, you know, we could probably work out something. And now I'm thinking like, I should probably contact eBay and just be like, what's going on with this? Because I'm extremely skeptical. Skeptical. So I've had a dumpster here for like 2 weeks, right? And it was supposed to go back today.
Still there.
It is still there. And yesterday, I told Jay, I said, I think you need to call the dumpster people and have them come get it, so that, you know, I can mow the lawn again. And
you really want to mow the lawn?
I really don't, but I have to. I hate mowing the lawn.
Yeah.
And I know, and I have like a rider mower, so I really shouldn't bitch.
Yeah.
But it's just the simple fact of like, I have to take time out of it. There's better things I could be doing than mowing the lawn.
I'll be happy you didn't have to do it the way I did when I helped you.
Jesus. I found either a photo or a video of you doing that.
When you were sitting on the front steps?
Yeah. I was like, oh look, there's Sean mowing my lawn. Toiling in the fields. That was waist high. It was gross.
I had to hold the mower at a 45-degree angle to cut the top half first.
I couldn't get a damn landscaper here. They can't. Okay, next week. Okay, next week. I'm like, bro. Jesus.
And I'm out here doing the same thing. The damn thing keeps stalling because the grass is so high and you're in here listening to me. Damn it.
Damn. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I mean, I gotta get back out there before the lawn gets too long. But anyway, so he said, "Is there any way we can keep it for like another week or two?" I went, "Why?"
Why, you gonna go to your office?
Well, here's the thing, right? Is last Sunday is we had a hurricane.
Yeah. What a hurricane.
What a hurricane. I had to sit in a stairwell for 40 minutes. Actually, I had to stand in a stairwell for 40 minutes. I was one of the only few people wearing a mask. There's only like 3 of us wearing a mask out of 10 people. Like, get out of here.
At least you weren't alone.
I would have rather have been alone. Really? Like, I can occupy myself. I can just sit on a step.
No, with a mask.
Oh.
You weren't the only one alone, like, wearing one.
2 other people?
Yeah, it's better than just you.
I still feel alone, Sean. I still feel alone. So, he had to work that Sunday. He had to go to work from 9 to 9.
Working 9 to 9.
I know. What a way to make a living.
What a long freaky day.
It was a long day. I did feel bad for him, but
12 hours.
I really didn't feel that bad because all he had to do was sit in his truck and wait for something to go wrong. And then something did go wrong, and it wasn't his department. So he couldn't fix it. Well, he wrote me because I was like later in the evening, and he wrote me and he goes, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I was like, "Nothing, just hanging out." And I said, "Still sitting in the truck?" And he goes, "Oh yeah." I said, "Boy, they're paying you. You haven't done anything." And he said, "Well, there was something that went wrong, but it wasn't my department, so I can't fix it." They're very like, if it's not you, don't touch it. Mm-hmm. And so I said, "Well, what was it?" Because I figured it would be something with this other department that they kind of work with. And he actually, because he has the certifications, he is allowed to fix things that go wrong in that particular department, but he chooses, he's like, well, you step on some toes and people get kind of about it. And he's like, so I just leave it be. But he goes, no, this was the signal department. And I went, the signals went down? I was like, I hope they fix that lickety split because that's kind of an important one. He said, oh yeah, no problem. I said, I'd hate to be driving and then be like, train coming? should probably always look anyway.
Yeah.
They go down. Although there's a whole thing if it malfunctions. So, as I have learned. So he was working anyway, 9 to 9, and I decided I was gonna fan some flames, and I'd gotten up, and I was kind of hanging out for a little bit, and I texted him and I said, "Oh, how angry would you be if I cleaned your office today?" And he goes, "I wouldn't be angry. I would understand." And I said, "Because you know it annoys me, right?" And he said, "I know." And I said, "So you wouldn't be angry?" He said, "No, just disappointed." I went, "Oh, fuck. If you're going to be disappointed, then no, I'm not doing it." But I had thought about it. I had really, really thought about it. I was this close. So when he said, "Can we keep the dumpster for another week or two?" I said, "Ooh, cleaning your office?" And he goes, "No." I'm like, fuck.
What's he gonna do? Dumpster dive?
No. He wants to do like clean. It's gonna be like all yard waste. He wants to clean out the back area we have over there. We have like tree limbs and stuff. Yeah, they said I could. I mean, they gave me a short list of what can't go in there. Everything else is fair game, I guess. I don't know. I was very disappointed it was going to clean his office. I was like, shit.
Keep saying it. Maybe you'll get the hint.
I've been saying it for a long time, Sean. For a long time. And I was, like I said, I was nervous about the dumpster because we had cleaned out the basement. And he hasn't even, I mean, he admitted to me, he goes, "I only went in there once." It's like, my God, you're like a little raccoon. Pilfering through the bags. He said, "I only took out one thing."
Like on the great outdoors?
Yeah, I know. He said, "I only took out one thing."
One thing?
Like, my God. Okay. Whatever. He said, "As long as I don't see it, you can keep it." If I don't see it, you can keep it. So, Wednesday night. Because I don't know if anybody... I like documentaries. I don't know if anybody else does. And so, there's a documentary on Netflix about rock and roll drummers, right? So, I thought this was going to be like... We were talking about, like, classic rock drummers. I was all in. I was like, yes! Let's do it! I was extremely disappointed.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, they were focusing on some people that I didn't know, first of all.
Don't you hate that?
I'm like, who is this? I mean, and I didn't know them, not because... I mean, they were like the drummer for the Red Hot Chili Peppers, like, I care about him. The guy from, like, Jane's Addiction, because they had that one song. Who else? They had the drummer for, Iron Maiden. And I went, fuck, how is he still alive? And he looks...
Isn't Ozzy still alive?
Yeah, well, yeah, Ozzy's just barely alive. If you want to call it living. If you want to call it living, Sean, he's still alive. Jesus. Probably still tours. The
Kiss does too.
The I Need the Money tour.
Yeah.
Yeah. The I'm bad at my finances, so I have to tour in my golden years tour. Yeah.
That's what Michael Jackson was going to do when he passed.
Really?
He was so much in debt from buying so much crap that he didn't need.
There you go.
He had like five, I don't know, what do you call them? The type of people that hang around him just to try to keep him like mentally focused.
Like an accountant or an assistant?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, them telling him that he's overspending and he's, this needs to be paid and the mortgage and that. And he's just ignoring it all and just kept spending and buying this and that. And that's why he was doing that tour when he passed away.
Yeah? I mean, well, in 93, Billy Joel had to do a tour.
Billy?
The River Dreams tour. But that was because his accountant, who was his ex-brother-in-law, stole all his money.
Oh.
Yeah. So he had to do a tour to make it up. Because he was in debt. And he was like, shit. But I was really disappointed because I thought they were going to focus more. I thought it was...
Leopard or something?
Well, first of all, I mean, that guy deserves a head nod if anyone does. The guy lost his arm.
Yeah.
You lose your arm, teach yourself how to replay drums without an arm, and somehow you're a better drummer than when you had 2 fucking arms.
Yeah.
He's a better drummer now than he was before than when he had 2 fucking arms.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't that good. That was in the middle of the, they had just started the Hysteria album. Yeah. Oh boy, which is the big album for them. He got that.
What sugar?
The lead singer ended up getting a throat thing. The guy who was producing it ended up having some kind of problem. Like, that album is riddled with issues, right? It's a wonder they finally got it made. But no, they didn't mention him at all. I was a little mad about that. They didn't mention Phil Collins, who I think is a very talented drummer.
Poor Phil.
Poor Phil. I am so... And, like, Genesis is touring, right? And I'm just like, good for you. But on the other hand, right, is Phil only said he would do it if his young son played drums for the band. So I'm like... And the kid's not bad. He's good. But that's kind of a dick thing. It's like, well, you know what? I'll only go on the tour if my boy can jump on the skins and play some drums for y'all. It's like, that seems a bit. But yeah, he's a really good drummer, and they never mentioned him at all. And that kind of miffed me. Who else did they miss? They just kind of glanced over Charlie Watts, which I thought was interesting because he had just passed away. He was the drummer for the Rolling Stones. Ringo Starr, Beatles, everybody knows him. He got a quick little like, oh, and Ringo. And I said, you know what? Back when I first got my kit, I would put on music and just like kind of play along a little bit. And Ringo, I will say this. I don't like a lot of Beatles songs, right? I'm really not a huge Beatles fan. Yeah. But the stuff that Ringo was doing that kind of gets overwashed, as I was like, man, he was doing the shit that sounds so easy on your ear, but then you try to replicate it, it's like, holy shit.
How do you do that?
Yeah. It's a lot more complex than it sounds. So, and I mean, I was kind of mad about that. They really, really focused a lot on John Bonham, who, him!
Focused on his bottom?
No, Bonham.
Oh, Bonham.
B-O-N.
He's his bottom.
No. Bonham. He was, Led Zeppelin. And, he was a good drummer. He was a great drummer. But, I mean, they spent a big chunk talking about him. And the other one they focused a lot on was Keith Moon. And Keith Moon was in The Who. Kiefer. Keith Moon was in The Who.
Who? For
any 80s babies, such as us, if you've ever seen The Muppet Show. I swear this is true. They had a little band in the Muppet Band, the Dr. Teeth Electric Mayhem, and Animal, the drummer for the little Dr. Teeth band. That's based on Keith Moon.
Is it?
Yes. Because he was fucking crazy. I was watching this documentary with Jay, and Jay goes, when Keith Moon died, which I believe he died of alcohol poisoning, if I'm not mistaken, when Keith Moon died, hotels breathed a sigh of relief. because he would go and he was the kind of dude who would go into hotel rooms and just completely trash the place, and then just leave the money on the thing. Like, yep, I know I trashed your establishment. Here's like $5,000, right? He would. This is so fucked when you think about it. He would get a room way up, right? So we're talking,
Does he drop water balloons on people?
Worse, right? He'd try to get it as close to the pool as he could, and if that didn't work out, then, that's fine.
Jump in?
No, worse. He would take the TV for the room, extend the coaxial, right? He would bring his own, put the coaxial on there, extension cords, turn the TV on, boom, throw the TV out the thing. So the TV was on the entire way down.
In the pool?
He tried to get it in the pool. They're not always making
cute people?
Well, not really.
Jesus.
Well, he was fucked.
Yeah.
He would drive cars right into his swimming pool. I mean, he was just nuts.
Yeah, needed a bath.
He was just nuts. And he sat there and go, Jesus Christ. How did you live as long as you did? You're insane. Seriously. Keith Moon was crazy. And I mean, the other guys in the Who were tame in comparison. Good God. Good God. I heard, like, she has been. She's probably, maybe we're on the big screen tonight and she just can't comment. So, for anybody who watches the video, right? Anytime you see me, like, do kind of this, and then I answer it, we can see your comments if you choose to comment while we're live. And if you want to see the comments, if you watch this video, I can. You can what? If you want to see the comments, if you watch the video back on desktop, you can see the comments. But it's only if you watch the video back on desktop, which is bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's all that. I mean, that's all in a bag of chips.
Chips.
Yeah. So I was disappointed with that. I was like, this is a lackluster documentary. They left out a lot of good drummers. And I like me some drummers.
I would have think they would have had other big groups like Poison and Metallica.
Well, Poison, I don't know. Poison, at the risk of pissing off some people, Poison was kind of a niche band. They were like the 80s hair band.
Right.
Now, as far as Metallica, I don't know. I mean, Lars is a decent drummer. Lars, what's his name? Lars Ulrich. And I will always love the drums in Enter Sandman.
Mm-hmm.
Dun, 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 dun.
I love the drums in the whole
Oh.
most of the album.
Those are some wicked drums. Oh. Ooh.
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 The chills, the goosebumps.
Ooh. Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
That's right. Ooh. But yeah, I mean, it's just it was kind of a lackluster documentary. I expected more from it, really. And they were talking to, like, I don't know, these up and coming drummers who were like, oh, and this was my influence. And they showed the drummer for Pink Floyd, and I just went, wow. And Jay goes, because the print was too small, he couldn't read it, and he goes, who is this guy? And I said, oh, he's the drummer for Pink Floyd. I said, I didn't know Pink Floyd had another person in the band aside from Roger Waters. I was like, I thought he was the only one. And then for the life of me, I couldn't remember, they had another singer, and I can't remember his name either. But that's all right. I'm waiting for Kelly to say, his name was so-and-so.
Come on, Kelly, you're smart.
I know there was a guy, like, before Roger Waters, I think, was Sid Barrett. And
Bingo.
David Gilmour, that's right. Thank you very much. Oh, points. Bing. Yes, David Gilmour. She didn't need me to confirm she was right because she knew you were right. But if you need it said out loud, you're right. Yeah. So I was joking with Jay. I was like, oh, I didn't know they had anybody in the band other side from Roger Waters. Brick in the wall. Oh, speaking of which, we're going to close out on this because I thought this was really, really crazy. This happened this week, right? So we're topical. Oh, I mean, seriously. So, although I'm not a fan of the band, but we are kind of talking bands. The young man who was on the cover of Nirvana's Nevermind album.
I was trying to think about what we talked about a few days ago.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
He has come out. He's 30, so that should make you feel kind of old. If you needed it. And there's Daisy again. Nope, she can't get in. Haha. And he is suing Nirvana, and this is true. I don't know for how much, but he's suing them for emotional trauma, saying that the cover is child pornography.
Right.
Yeah. Now, the problem with that, and I thought maybe, I don't know what he's really, what the ultimate payout that he wants, right? And I thought, ooh, I bet he would try to pay, because that was their biggest, if I'm not too out of my element, I would say that's probably their biggest selling album.
Does he want to sue Weird Al too? Because Weird Al used the same cover for his.
He's not on the cover of that one, though. Weird Al's on the cover of that one. Mm-hmm. So...
Oh, he's on a roll.
Yeah, I know. So I thought maybe he was gonna try to sue for, like how many copies the album has sold, right?
How many people has a picture of his wee-wee?
Well, I mean, and then he's like, well, you know, everybody's seen my
wee-wee.
My peen. Right? But here's the thing. Now, I mean, he was a baby, so he's like, I couldn't consent. No, dude, your parents consented. Mm-hmm. The guy, his dad...
Probably saw the check and say, okay, you can use it. His
dad had a photog friend who was doing the cover for this band, and the guy goes, hey, you want to throw your kid in the pool and make $100? Which, I mean, if somebody said that to me, I'm in.
There we go.
$100, kid gets to swim. Everybody's happy. So
see if he can swim.
Let's find out. Probably not. So he's suing, right? Now...
Take the picture before he drowns.
Yeah, take it quick. Now, I would think his lawsuit would have a lot more merit if he didn't have the album name tattooed across his chest. And he's recreated that picture at least 6 times. And has been quoted over the years saying that cover opened up a lot of doors for me for my, art, my career. So I don't think you can praise something and then turn around and be like, I have emotional trauma because of this album. It just doesn't work.
No.
And I'm positive that he was compensated, well, his dad was, at the time the photo was taken. So it's not like he can say, I wasn't compensated.
Right.
Because what triggered this in my brain was several years ago, the backup singers, the child chorus in Pink Floyd's Another Brick in the Wall. Everybody remembers the kids? We don't need no. Well, you do need some. You're sitting there going, we don't need no. You do need education. You don't know how to speak. But they sued and were successful because they claimed they didn't get properly compensated for what the project was.
I'm laughing because the way you said that, I'm thinking of a scene from Liar Liar now.
Oh, sorry.
When the secretary is talking about how a friend of hers had a burglar fall through the roof of her house and land on a knife. And the burglar sued her. And it's like, for people like you, she had to pay the burglar $6,000. Is that justice?
I'd have got him 10.
Goodbye, Mr. Reed. No, wait. I didn't understand the question. But yeah, that's what I was laughing about.
Yeah, they weren't properly compensated, so they ended up getting paid. So I don't think it's gonna work out well for this kid. Guy, actually, he's not a kid.
Actually?
He's 30. He's not a kid.
Unless he wants royalties from the time he's 18. Up to
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. I really don't. I think it's just one of those frivolous things. And I started watching because they were on a news thing the other day, and I started watching the interview with the lawyer, and I just went into a spasm because I just couldn't handle I'm like, okay, she's crazy. This isn't gonna work. You can't I don't think you can claim that and this may be a probably a little more deep than we need to be going, but I don't think you can claim something is pornography if it's not a sexualized image.
Right.
And it wasn't a sexualized image, and actually what it is, is a statement about how because the kid's reaching for $1, and it's about how, what would you call that? Commerce and...
See, he's reaching for money back then, too.
Exactly. We're taught at a young age to just keep, reaching for the bag.
He's trying to do it again now.
Yeah, he's trying to do it again.
On.
With clothes on. This time with a shirt.
No peen.
Aww.
Thank goodness.
That costs extra.
That's porn.
That is be porn. That would definitely be porn. We are definitely done. Thank you so much.
We're done on porn.
We will see. We will see you next time, Sean's got something to tell you something, Sean.
Yay.
If I can make it there.
Have a good everything. And my movie quote today is...
How?
Face it. You're a Neo Maxi Zoom dweeby. What's that one?
I know that one. Can I answer it?